1, go!
Ah!
I was trying to do the clapper.
Oh,
Clap.
Okay. All right.
So, welcome everyone to Talking After the Show. This is, we're starting over from the beginning because it's fun. And there are several episodes that we never got to, and this is the beginning. The pilot, season 1, episode 1 of The Flash. So,
that's right.
First things first is to introduce ourselves. My name is Ari Stiles. I am 1/3 of Talking After the Show. This is
Christopher Schmidt. I am Teleject on Twitters, and this is
Devin the Flash Johnson. You can find me at Flash Johnson on Twitter and at fastestfanalive.com.
okay. Awesome.
awesome.
So we're gonna try something new for this podcast. Is actually going to try to watch it on Hulu together. We are not in the same room, Devin and us.
Yes.
So we're gonna see if we can sync this up.
This is a great experiment.
I think it's also
Brand experiments.
But I did want to say the director for Flash, I think they did want this to succeed. CW, everyone involved, because they had David I forget his name already, Nutter, I believe is his last name, and he's actually known in the industry as being the director of pilots. So he actually is. They actually bring him in when they want a really good pilot.
Pilot.
Yeah, and so he's actually directed 6 episodes of Game of Thrones.
Oh wow!
He's also directed.
What an interesting distinction to have.
Yeah, and so he's actually if you like Millennium, the spinoff from X-Files, he actually did the Millennium.
That's like ages ago.
Yeah, that was ages ago, but
that's a deep cut.
That's a deep cut.
Wow.
But I do want to say that.
Hey, what can I say?
Yeah. So that's the one that stuck out. I was like, oh, you did Millennium. The other thing is that we're currently at the tail end of season 5, Game of Thrones.
Wow.
He actually directed these last 2 episodes of Game of Thrones.
Oh.
Yeah. So if you're like me, you enjoyed last week's episodes. I think
there's a lot happening.
A lot happening. So, so that means that he can also do direct episodes, the pilot, but also finish out a good season. So, well, actually, it makes a really bad, boring season really good at the end. I'm sorry, season 5, Snorefest. Okay, that's what I'm saying. Except for the end.
Wow.
All right. This has been Christopher Schmidt's rant about Game of Thrones season 5.
It was short but sweet though, so it worked out. It wasn't too bad.
Not necessary.
Okay. Yeah. All right, so let's synchronize our viewing.
Okay, so should we tell people what the plan is here?
Yeah, I just said so. Like, so we're gonna press a button at the same time, and hopefully.
And we're gonna watch the show. And
watch the commercials from Hulu.
And talk about the show.
Yes.
And the deal is, so this might be better if you're in a 2-screen environment, maybe when you're watching this later, if you sync up the episode along with us, it might be a little bit more fun rather than listening to a bunch of random comments. We're hoping that you can hear the show while we're talking, but in case you can't, just know that we are watching season 1, episode 1, the pilot of The Flash, and we just lost Evan.
Yes.
But and someday maybe there'll be like, some amazing future trickery where we can, put our little silhouettes in front of the actual show while it's playing or something. Yeah,
that would involve actually getting like copyright clearance.
I know, from 2 entities really, because
guys,
like borrowing the idea from MST and also, getting the Flash people to be okay with it. So, since that could take a lot of lawyers and a lot of money, we're going to do the simpler version and just say, hey, watch the episode along with us.
Well, my grandmother owns a patent for talking on the TV, so I think we're good.
Really?
Yeah.
Okay.
I feel like in a great future, one day they'll be freely offering the content to us to just use to further their own brand and own products. This stuff gets their name and stuff out there. I mean, it's just like free advertising for them.
Absolutely.
Why wouldn't you want to get on that? Hey, here's some stuff to throw into your blog. Here.
Yeah, and I also envision this as like a future version of karaoke, because I am not a karaoke person, but I would totally go someplace to listen to people do this if they did it well, because I do it all the time. We go to a local version of this quite regularly, actually. So
rock and roll.
Rock and roll.
All right, let's see. All right, you ready?
Oh, sad day. I'll see you later. Yes.
Okay.
Let's go ahead and
right.
count down.
Okay, on 1, 3, 2, 1. Whoops. Yeah, there we go.
Okay, let's see if it syncs up. Mostly.
Yeah. There you go. We get our first ad of the day. Cheaper now.
Yeah, and the other thing that we were wondering is we're going to talk about like how commercials are different too. And so right now we're getting what looks like a beer commercial. Oh, golf now.
In Russia, the commercial is TVU.
That's right.
GCPI University.
Oh, really? Nice.
You know what? As a failing blogger, I have to sometimes parlay my skills into other things. University can help me do that, apparently.
This is the first time I'm having a golf commercial.
He's cheesy. He's like, hey.
You don't get sound at all?
No, it's because not really. Sorry. We have captioning.
Oh, okay.
And we're on.
All right. All right, so we got Barry Allen just running through. And so he's doing the whole like my name is Barry Allen thing, and that's like a it might be Barry Allen, but it's like a total stealing of the Wally West comic books. So where he for the whole entire series he would actually introduce himself every comic issue. Is it like
the production value on this?
Yeah,
pretty nice.
Yeah,
pretty impressive considering straight up.
Yeah.
1 second.
Oh, this is directed by David Nutter. He actually did the Red Wedding episode.
Oh, really?
Game of Thrones. Yeah. So that's for sure.
Now I'm sure it's just a filter or something, but the
that washed out look they have there. You mean?
Yeah.
I love it though. It just fits that flashback kind of just mood.
Yeah. Well, it also is like making the production value seem maybe a little even better than it.
A little better than it normally is. Yeah.
Slap some Vaseline on top of the camera.
That's right.
Little Photoshop action in there.
Right. We'll get Elizabeth Taylor's filters and it'll make it.
There we go.
Yeah. So this is like, I never understood why when things go fast, water just seems to go up in the air.
It's a time travel thing. Remember, Cisco explained it back when he brought that water in with him into the particle accelerator.
Yeah. What was that explanation?
Well, it was just like it was this temporal interference of some kind.
Okay, so like just water just goes up.
Basically, whenever anything speed force that you generated wise and time travel is involved, that work does. Basically, when things around it, does that. I think it's because there's been heightened accessibility to the speed force, maybe because he's basically way more powerful than Barry ever was because the particle accelerator boost. So maybe that gives him like that extra surge of speed force energy or something. You never know.
Yeah.
What can I say?
Okay. Yeah, we had the flashback that explained what happened to Barry's mom, and now we're flashing forward to his job.
Awkward, awesome Barry, I love you.
Yes.
Oh, all right, cool. We see the detective there. Okay.
Yeah.
I thought he was the add-on later in the season.
As per usual, a classic Barry Allen trait.
Yes.
It was basically established early on that he was always late anyway, but he used it to throw people off of his Flash identity because, hey, the Flash wouldn't always be late, would he?
Right.
Yeah.
It's funny, they actually, wow, I have to go on a little further. Watch this. Sorry, guys.
Well, I see what's noticed here is like you actually see people's feet as they walk into a shot. The camera's above,
Interesting.
Yeah.
Great, good note.
Yeah. They're actually standing in place, so.
Yes. The legion of people who don't own cars, right here.
Right.
Full-time cyclist, baby.
Yeah. So that's cool. I appreciate the Converse shoes.
The Chucks. Good old Chucks.
Yeah.
Chuck Taylors, if you...
Oh, hey, I forgot that they did this like
Sherlock.
Sherlock-esque thing when he was looking at all the evidence. Isn't that funny how it's like we're always going to attribute that to Sherlock now? But
yeah,
that's where it originated, though. That's where it came from.
Yeah,
when I first saw it.
Yeah, I mean it was an experiment for text messaging displays, and so it's like how you're going to crack that nut when everyone in the world is text messaging, and it's going to be part of the culture and play it up somehow.
This is this perfect awkward Barry moment right here. It's great. He's brilliant at the same time he's a doofus.
Yeah.
Brilliant doofus.
There's like a warm tint on the lens.
Yeah.
And it's really weird. And
Well,
it's not present.
I feel like on purpose to give it that more of a warm, inviting look that, in contrast to Starling City.
Yeah.
The Border City now is basically
Blue,
the complete
gray,
opposite of the shows,
Yeah.
So you have Arrow's universe where it's like dark all the time.
Right.
Oh, and look at the size of this French fry box. That is a huge.
I think it was a camera trick. It was like
no, that is a huge box of fries.
A crucial box.
That box of fries says I'm a prop on a TV show. That's a huge box of fries.
I've been sitting in the storage room for a while. Brand new.
That is like I was always impressed with that box of fries on pilot. but that's on Big Bob's Burgers, which is I first noticed it at Superman comics. They have a fictional Bob's Burgers. I think it's Bob's Burgers. And so this is where this pretty much tells everyone that Barry's a nerd. It's like he does science, and then the girl interest doesn't know about science. So but she's a reporter. So go figure.
She's not a reporter yet. She just talked about her job at Jitters.
Oh, Jitters. Oh, okay.
Yeah.
The transition has yet to be made, sir.
Okay.
Right. Later on.
Her story arc is from Jitters to blogging.
Well, it's very awesome to see like this. Look back now and actually watch it like this because we were all just speculating first. When we first watched it, she's evolved into such a better character now.
Yeah,
I think so.
Yeah, I think so too.
Yeah.
Yeah, she's a little bit of a princess stereotype here.
Yeah. Yeah. But you can definitely see the elements of her not really liking that as much as as it seems. Especially later on when she's like, "You wouldn't let me join the academy," and all that stuff.
Right.
It comes up very early on that she's definitely not the princess type. She definitely wanted to get in with everyone. She wasn't able to because she was protected her entire life.
Right. Yeah. Okay. True. I didn't know. Yeah, I totally forgot she wanted to go to the academy.
Yep.
So yeah. Okay. And this is where being vague and subtle with people who aren't picking up the clues just does not work.
Yeah, you gotta be like, boom. Hey, you trying to go out?
Like I know that we've been brother and sister for. I know we've been brother and sisters all our lives, but would you like to go on a date?
Is that weird?
It's not weird. Like
strange.
No wonder they brought him over from Game of Thrones.
You saw Star Wars, right? Yeah. They gave it a chance. What?
Well, I mean, it's like watching this and then sorry, spoilers.
Yeah.
Pardon me, spoilers, guys. But later on, obviously, we get the idea that there was an alternate timeline that existed where he didn't wait rather they didn't grow up together at all.
Right.
There wasn't this awkward tension or anything, and they actually did manage to get together. So again, I'm wondering what's going to happen and what gets altered as a result of that, because I don't think we're going to see them together. In fact, they just talked about a character, Wendy, being introduced in season 2
as really?
Love interest, and I think by Wendy they mean Patty Spivot.
Oh yeah.
Yeah. I think it's a fake name threw us off. In my opinion, but we'll see.
Here we have Harrison Wells.
Who's awesome.
Looking dapper.
Harrison
Wells. And in charge.
I mean,
top of the world.
I was kind of curious about Harrison Wells, the actor. What's his name?
Kavanaugh.
Tom Kavanaugh. I was kind of worried about him being there, but I'm so glad he just gave the whole series gravitas.
Right.
Yeah.
I mean, gosh. Really, you wouldn't really expect it though.
Yeah. Ooh. Barry just got hit by a purse.
Oh, it has a laptop inside. It's not just a purse.
Okay.
It's a little heavier.
Hey, dude! Like I know, like ladies put everything in a purse. So I'm okay. Like
that's true.
You just say purse, like, oh man, is he okay? It's like, do we need to go to the hospital?
Wow. Slightly behind you guys somehow. I don't know how that happens.
Yeah.
Oh,
and then here's the future Eddie. Or they want the future Eddie, but the Eddie. I like his haircut in this episode. It's all like natural. Like it gets kind of weird toward the end.
Oh, that's Detective Pretty Boy. That's what my dad calls him. That's hilarious.
Detective Pretty Boy.
I'm like a few seconds behind you guys. Wait a minute. Come on.
All right, and then they're checking out the farm.
Yeah.
In the rain.
Right around where you guys. Right.
Oh, this is a lot's going to happen. Yeah.
Yeah. So this is the rationale for making sure Detective Pretty Boy gets in the season.
Oh, that's right. Oh, I forgot about that.
Yeah.
Although, watching this especially, it kind of seems like they're definitely writing out every part of like Wally West's like kind of involvement. Like Fred Shire was a Wally West supporting cast member and a very important one back in the Jeff Johns run.
Yeah.
And now he's obviously dead. So what's going on?
So now we see Barry's collection of evidence, trying to figure out what really happened with his mom.
No, this really actually happening because
Linda Park before she became Linda Park.
Yeah.
For the other reporter.
Yes.
But hilariously, back in the other pilot of The Flash, another Linda Park existed as well. It's
right.
Random how this keep popping up in pilots, and then I don't know. Maybe they would have brought her in on the other show. Who knows?
Yeah.
But
maybe.
Yeah.
I forgot what the point I was going to make. And then we had the shootout in the barn.
Yeah. Why do I keep saying that? That's horrible. I apologize.
I didn't even pick up on it.
Yeah, I didn't pick it up.
Yeah. Okay.
This
guys.
I know this must have been like a terrible shot because it's raining, and it's like it must have been like a lot of things going on.
Yeah.
But how cool it is to have a job where you just go out and shoot in the middle of a barn.
Yeah.
With guns and playing police, cops, and robbers. I mean, that's
playing. Yeah, that's right.
and playing.
And someone could shoot you and you could die.
Yeah,
that sounds awesome.
That's great.
Oh man,
Linda Park. Oh my gosh.
What?
My future wife is on TV. Just thinking.
Dun, dun, dun.
Oh snap!
So the explosion just happened here.
Yeah, the big.
We can sync up at the commercial a little bit if we're too far off.
The plane takes off into the A-bomb.
What?
See, that was a massive explosion for that plane. There's like no way.
Right.
Like that explosion comes on later in the series, but there's like no way anybody survives that crash. Oh yeah, so here's the liquid goes up because Speed Force.
That's where I'm at right now.
Yeah, I don't know.
Thunderclap.
And be sure to touch metal.
And a boom.
Thunderstorm. Bam. Okay.
And you can run really fast.
You know what bugged me the whole time though was that he just walked in there and just saw water everywhere and did nothing.
Yeah.
He did nothing. He just walked in and was like, oh, water's everywhere. Who cares? And he just gets to work like doing whatever. I'm like,
so
you're working out or something, dude? Come on, bro.
So he's being rushed to the hospital right now, and so like, which is really great because like when you're up in an attic in a police station.
Those are hardwood floors, though.
Hardwood floors.
Those are hardwood floors, though. You're gonna mold and all kinds of things risking that. What are you doing, dude? Take care of the floors.
It's like the worst forensic lab ever because you're like open air, floors, water is coming into your test results. When like, you can't testify on the nature of results in court, you'll be like, hey, yeah, I did some testing and. Yeah. My analysis might be off because the mold count in my office, but yeah, whatever. Okay, so now we're at a commercial. This is great, but we did booking.com was our commercial. Which is,
yes,
mine was golf,
and now we're doing hepatitis C.
Hepatitis C. Oh my god, for our watching habits.
Wait, are you guys still on a commercial?
Yeah, we're still in a commercial. We just got a commercial break.
I'm back. This is weird.
It's Hep C for the old folks. I guess I don't know.
I'm actually back on right now.
Oh, bummer.
Maybe it's talk to us about our Hep C needs.
I don't know. Well, I wonder if there's different laws by state.
You know what I'm gonna
or
do?
something by like how many commercials they can show, or I don't know.
That makes sense.
Yeah, it's like as many as they want. That's the law.
Don't even
The law.
There's obviously a difference.
Yeah, there's
whether it's the law or not.
Yeah.
Where are you guys currently?
We're still waiting for the Hep C commercial to end.
Wow. Okay, I'm pausing this right now. I'm just gonna let's see.
Let us know what you think about Hep C commercials in the comments.
Yeah, right. Okay, just faded back on.
All right, now they're playing Poker Face by Lady Gaga.
And it says 9 months later.
9 months later, you've been listening to Lady Gaga for 9 months.
Okay, tell me when they say you were struck by lightning, dude.
Okay. I checked his Facebook page. I mean, he can hear everything, right?
Auditory functions, at least. That's your faculties. God. All right, he's up. Where am I? And so. Looks like
I
you're
have
like a
to get struck by lightning, dude.
Yeah.
Lightning gave me abs.
No, not yet. Not yet. There's S.T.A.R Labs. So he's in S.T.A.R Labs finally because he very likes S.T.A.R Labs a lot. So he's asking what's going on. You were struck by lightning, dude.
Love Cisco, though.
Yeah, I know. Look at lightning gave me abs.
Ladies who watch Green Arrow, please listen.
Yeah, and then we ascertained earlier that S.T.A.R Labs has a fully functioning wax salon, so that
they took care of business.
baby smooth. Yes.
Actually, they hire out. Actually,
it's a contractor that comes in.
They outsource.
Take care of business. You know, they're like, hey, I got a problem.
My roots are showing. What do I do? All right, and then this is Wells and Barry talking to each other, and so like if you watch the season, you know like
Rod.
Wells knows.
Oh wow!
Full well.
Flash forward to Grodd. That's cool.
Yeah, they put that in there on purpose. They had a fight to put that in there.
Fight who?
The network.
Oh.
Not really that hard, I don't think, but they.
Well, I remember back in the original show, they wanted to make Gorilla Grodd like a boss, a crime boss.
Oh,
Weird.
weird.
Yeah.
Just a random like crime boss, not a gorilla or anything. That was like his name. He was like called the Gorilla Grodd. He was like a boss from Helltown or some nonsense, whatever, in the show.
Yeah. So when they do the pilot, they had like no idea that they were able to do Grodd.
Oh.
But they wanted to make sure I have a reference to him.
Yeah, definitely. I mean, why not?
That would be the Easter egg for people who are regular readers of
Yeah. So yeah.
See, this is where again now I'm looking at where the electricity kind of thing comes in now.
Yeah.
Now I see where it comes from now.
Yeah.
It originated with this whole thing, the whole blackout, where he's like basically causing surges in the equipment because of how much electricity is running through his body, how much power is running coursing through his veins. So it's very, it's not too implausible to imagine him bringing back, Cisco with a touch or something, whatever, or the electric little thing, whatever.
Yeah.
It's been established from the beginning. We just missed it.
Yeah. I think everyone just start wearing rubber suits or something like that.
Just his little shoes that, little insult is kind of like they,
You guys need to wear the right insoles.
just discharge energy every once in a while, Works out well. S.T.A.R Labs, we do anything.
Yeah, I feel like he asked whether he can keep the S.T.A.R Labs shirt. Like, hey, after you guys had kidnapped me for 9 months, give me free healthcare for 9 months. Can I keep the shirt?
I think it's telling of Barry's character, actually, in that he comes back and asks if he can keep the sweatshirt as opposed to just running away with it.
No.
It's a very subtle note, but it's still there, and it helps mold our view of him from the very beginning, I think.
Right. His first word should be, I have abs.
That's like they can deliver it like Keanu in
I have abs!
Yeah, right.
Whoa. I have abs.
Whoa.
Show me. It's like Matrix.
Mm-hmm.
I know Kung Fu.
I know Kung Fu.
Show me. Well, that's Kentucky.
This is obviously a callback to showcase number 4.
Yeah.
When Barry's in the diner with Iris and a waitress falls over and he sees it in slow motion. Does he fix it then or does it just fall? I can't remember in the actual
I think he might fix it. I don't know.
Yeah, I think he fixed it like crazily.
Well,
Lightning.
that is good that he sees his sister first, I think that's pretty nice. Yeah, I don't think he calls his stepdad yet.
Bad things are happening.
How can you tell?
This guy won't look up and show his eyes.
He's wearing a hat and very dark clothes.
Yes.
That's how you know.
mean, so you can control the weather. So do you think you're just like first thing you think of is robbing a bank?
I mean, yeah, especially if you're like a little doofus like him. I mean, they're a small time before.
Yeah, you gotta think like a criminal, people. Yeah.
I mean, he's a doofus. I mean, come on, you're robbing banks in the first place. I mean, that's your first.
Yeah.
I mean, ambition really isn't big on his whole thing, I don't think.
Yeah, I mean, if I could start a tornado, I'd probably go to like Tornado Alley, go to a gas station in the middle of the woods, something.
Just hang around, just killing in a tornado or something. I don't know. What would you do?
Yeah, because no one's gonna like question a tornado in Tornado Alley.
Yeah.
It's like, yeah.
I don't know. I can't even lie. If I had powers like that, I would be either out there trying to like change random conditions or whatever, like make things not arid and desert-like, trying to fix the ecology. I don't know.
Yeah.
Nod.
Yeah.
I like how like no one is intrigued as to why Barry Allen is actually walking on his feet after 9 months. Like no one's like, how does this happen?
Yeah, like did nothing atrophy on you like most people in a coma?
I mean, they're probably just happy that he's around. You know?
Yeah.
They're not thinking about.
I know. Suspend my disbelif. I know.
Let's not be jerks.
Okay,
like,
so
why are you
easy to be a jerk though. Come on.
Barry just like
Barry, so you're back and all. That's great and everything, but why aren't you? What are you walking around for? Where's your wheelchair, bro? Huh? Are you really out? Was it a ploy to get out of work for 9 months? Is that what you're trying to do? Get some
Your
insurance?
legs should be rubber right now. How do you have abs? What the hell?
it should
I
take
mean,
you-
this guy get the guy when he gets back from the coma.
Yeah, I don't know.
Oh my gosh, this is when you see Barry just realization. You know, just like wow. This is just like oh my gosh. Can you imagine this feeling? Although I do wonder how he didn't clip his shins off by doing that.
Yes.
It runs perfectly into it without any kind of ramp or anything. I don't know how that works. Like he should have like clipped himself horribly and be like, oh my shin.
I know.
He definitely should have been like
Speed Force shins.
Mm-hmm.
All right, so now another commercial.
We've got commercials now. I don't know about
okay,
you.
good. I'm at commercial too.
Okay.
Let's hope this works out.
It's-
It's for Latuda.
Latuda, when you need a green blob on your screen.
I just saw a breakdancing person. Now someone's playing volleyball. Now this kid's boxing somebody. That's what I'm going for. Wait.
Wow. See, ours are bipolar depression ads.
Yeah, I know.
I'm worried at how indicative this is of our viewing habits versus where we live. I'm sure there's a
Makes sense.
line
Well, we do live in
there.
Texas. So.
Yeah.
Well, all I ever watch is the Flash and Arrow on this thing. So I mean, I don't know what else.
There you go.
Really did.
Mm.
Yeah,
You see
we do.
Universal.
Hulu and Netflix is about 90% of the time that we have the television on here. So,
Yeah, same thing here.
We're
Unless
not
I
watching television, we're just popping pills.
or working or eating dinner.
Nah, popping pills. Man, it's that tuna commercial like forever.
This is an ad too, by the way. You have an ad too as well.
We have a long one ad, I think.
Yeah.
Are you back?
A full minute because I think it has a lot of disclaimers because it's a prescription.
You're not back.
No,
Not back yet.
We got
No.
like 15 seconds, I think.
Let me know when you're at Ferris.
Please call your doctor if
Please call your doctor if you were bipolar.
all these things happen to you and you have all these side effects.
That's a nice place, though.
Don't call your doctor. Call 911.
Yeah.
And we are back. We're at the Ferris Air
Are you back?
testing area.
Okay.
So this is this kind of reminds me of the pilot from the 90s.
It was.
They did, like,
The great
like,
callback.
testing.
Great callback.
Oh, this outfit. Oh my God.
This is awesome. I must admit, like they did a great job of like building up to the suit and not actually having the suit right away.
Yeah. Yeah.
You know,
Although I wish they would have had less Flash E design notes to it though.
yeah.
It seems like it was already kind of flashed out before they even added anything to it, which was like, okay, really? Like the symbol and lightning bolts, I guess, yeah. But I mean, he had like the lightning bolt etched into the helmet. Like, what? The firefighter's not gonna want to wear it. What? Huh? What?
Yeah. This is super geeky though. Wow.
This suit is sick. I would rock this suit every day. I'll tell you.
Oh, nice little heart monitor.
It's like one of those people I see like running around on the side, or like power walking.
Mhm.
Yes. 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 I know exactly what you're talking about. Yeah. Oh man.
Keep the heart rate up. Heart rate up. Heart rate up. Heart rate up. Now we see our first look into Caitlin's tortured past.
Caitlin, the world is her petri dish. I'm telling you what.
You know what? She wasn't really the strongest part of the pilot, but I definitely think that she was a great contrast to Cisco at this point.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But I like how they brought her in line with him personality-wise slowly as they went on.
Yeah.
It's not really about gloom and doom. It never really has. I mean, it's obvious by the crazy, you know.
Right.
looking at this through. Oh, yes. Yes. Cisco's just face is like every single geek fanboy, whatever, is just thinking. Pure elation.
What?
Pure elation. Ah.
She just takes off running.
Woo! And it's just like that.
Tilt.
Woo!
200 miles per hour.
Oh man. I need some water.
Oof.
But it's funny how even there you see like the lightning bolt motif going on with the communicators.
Yeah.
So I wonder how that works as far as what Cisco was thinking. I don't know. It's funny.
Oof.
Yeah, by the time he actually talks to by the time his message gets to Barry's already ran a mile. So he's kind of like
yeah, true. But it's Cisco, so he's made some amazing way to make it so the sound conducts better, or he analyzed Piper's technology and made some awesome super speed listening thing. Yeah.
I think I'm just gonna suspend my disbelief or make it work.
I'm just saying. There's always a way to explain these things. It just may not be the best way, but there's some way. There's always some way.
Oh, and there's a Detective Pretty Boy. I'm going to call him Detective Pretty Boy from now on.
Oh.
I just love Eddie so much.
Pretty here in the beginning. Like you pick him up off a shelf or something. He's so perfect.
He's next to the Ken dolls.
No, he's like that really, really, really good friend. You just look at his eyes. He's like, oh man, dude, everything's gonna be all right. I just know it. I just know it.
He plays Superman, really.
He played anything.
Like they plucked him off as the Bachelor or something.
I don't want to see him come back as like the, that lame, villain returning thing. It's obvious they kind of looked at him being sucked into a time. Sorry, spoilers, guys.
I didn't hear a thing.
No one heard a thing.
All right, so now after the test, he starts talking to Harrison Wells. When I live and my mom was murdered, I have a Applebee's menu board in my office. All the evidence. All this crap from my case is just
Applebee's menu board.
Check it out. It doesn't look like a crazy person did it at all.
No way. Like Chili's on the wall. But
that's right.
I am not insane. I know that my mother was killed by my father.
Yeah, spoiler alert, he's actually talking to the guy who actually committed the murder. He doesn't know it.
It's just sad.
Yeah, he did such a good job of playing dumb. Oh, that's interesting, Barry.
We'll
have to think about that.
Your story doesn't sound weird at all. It sounds really plausible.
Yeah. That's very interesting.
You're one of a kind. Yeah. You trying to play it off, yo. You trying to play it off. You know what he's trying to do. Deflect.
All right.
Detective Pretty Boy. Here
Detective Pretty Boy. Woo-hoo. Oh, yeah.
Ooh.
Oh, yeah, a little touchy.
Kissy, kissy, kissy.
Ow,
Mm.
ow.
That would make their affections known to her right away without any vague notions or references.
Oh, Barry sees some stalkerish right there. He's just I guess he just should have been a job, I guess, whatever. But still, it just looked like some weird, that Sting song from the 80s, every breath you take, I'll be watching you. That's what it seemed like. He's like, I'll be watching.
Yeah, slow creepy.
All right, so nothing's happened in the last 2 to 3 minutes, so they're talking, so something needs to happen in 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, 0. Boo! Central City Police Call. So we almost got run over by the guy.
That look at that close up. That just
I'm riding. It's what's that song? I can't remember.
Okay, now I'm looking. Did he ever didn't vibrate through because it's not. That's one of the skill shit. Open it real quick and close it real quick. The door.
Yeah.
Just went doo-doo.
Yeah. So Barry just got in the car, just jacked it, right? And so Barry's just leaving
nothing happened. Whatever. I'm good.
So Barry just left a ton of DNA evidence in the car.
Yeah. Oopsie. But he's the guy in charge, so it's like Dexter. He can hide it.
Yeah, true. That actually. He got a point there. He can fudge a lot of evidence. I kind of want to see him doing that next season.
And then so the weather wizard says, hey, you want to smoke? And then all of a sudden, comes out.
He tries to smoke though.
You want an e-cig? You want a vape? and then the car blows up for some other reason.
Oh, so speed dude. Well, it hit the car that was already turned over.
Right.
Which was on fire.
Up. It went bam. Well, if the flip hit it, it ignited, and then the suspension of disbelief happened.
Things happen. We got our golf commercial again.
Commercial too, but it's a guy at a cabin.
Oh, okay.
I think your commercial is more interesting. Yeah, sure.
During commercial. Look what we have.
Look. What is that? A firestorm!
Oh,
Bronze Age Flash?
This is a Flash. What episode? It's Flash 289. And I got this because it's not because it's a special story or anything, but it's because it's Firestorm's in it.
Yeah.
And this is the first comic book with George Perez drawing for DC Comics.
Yeah.
So George Perez is actually going to be showing up at a Comic-Con near here, so I want to get him to sign it. So
nice.
yes. But and George Perez also did covers for Wally West Flash run, which Devin and I always talk about. And he did the almost like the major story arc in the first year. Covers towards the end of like when Wally West is powerless and then has to battle with Vandal Savage, and so he did some awesome covers, like 3 covers that were awesome in that run. So anyway, so we're back on the show.
Back by chance?
Woohoo!
Yes, we are.
You are back?
Yeah,
Yes.
we're back. We just came back up.
We're back
What
at
are
the
you
crime
talking
scene.
now?
All detectives are detectiving right now. Barry Allen's stepdad is getting all parental on both.
Side yet? Talk about Clyde.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Right now, it's happening right now.
It's Clyde Mardon. Yeah. I know everybody thinks he died in a plane crash.
But he's alive. He's alive, I tell you. Believe me.
I love Joe's face here. He just looks so like, I am sick of this kid. I really need to set this kid straight. Like, he's a great actor. He like really brings a lot to this show. And I like how the showrunners had the foresight to take from the casting director as well, obviously. Took the time to really take newcomers, kind of newcomers and veteran actors and really build up a solid foundation. Because the show really succeeds without all this drama going on, without it really being convincing in some way.
Yeah. Well, this gentleman that plays Joe is just like, I listened to that. I just had no idea because I don't watch a whole lot of like regular TV. I watch like nerd TV.
He's a Law and Order guy.
Law and Order. He's one of the original Rent cast members too, and so when it's like when you're in the original cast, you kind of help create the characters. So yeah, they had lines and everything, but he just talked about that whole experience and how the original cast members had to kind of flesh out each character, and so he created the mold for the particular character that he played. That now like Taye Diggs and other folks that have come along and had to play that same role.
Wow.
Have had to.
I didn't know he was in Rent. That's pretty awesome.
Yeah,
That's
Either actually, interesting little tidbit there.
So anyway, if you're ever interested, that's Aisha Tyler's Guy on Girl podcast or Girl on Guy or whatever. She talks to him and they have a great time. They drink a bottle of whiskey while they're talking too.
Rock and roll.
That is the way to do a podcast.
It's always fun to put in booze whenever you're doing something. I mean, come on.
Yeah.
I'm
gonna go get the liquor right now.
Yeah, seriously.
So Barry's looking at plans for the Death Star right now. So there's gotta be a 2-meter wide exhaust port.
Oh my goodness.
Yeah. Many Bonds died to give him this information.
Many Bothans died.
Many Bothans, sir, that's all we do.
You guys
die in this war. I just want you to know that.
Where are you guys right now?
We're just talking. They're in the S.T.A.R Labs right now.
Okay, I was like, what's going on? Like, what are they doing something?
Star Wars tangent, sorry.
Yeah, sorry about that.
I just completely missed that part. I was trying to zone in on this real quick, and then I just kind of came back to this. I was like, what the heck is going on?
Well, there's just a schematic, so it's the Star. You're responsible for this. For him.
I think it's interesting also to note that all the future or current father figures in his life are basically dumping on him in rapid succession. I mean, you got Joe, who just completely broke him a new one over the Clyde Mardon thing.
Right.
And now you have Harrison Wells, whom he's looked up to as well all of his life, and who actually realized meeting his mentor, basically telling him, "You are an idiot. Stop thinking like an idiot. and help me fix my legs. Help me fix my damn legs.
Right.
I mean, he's very cool and calm, collected for like, you know, the backstory spoilers is like he's been waiting for Barry to show up for like at least 10 years, right?
All this time.
Yeah.
And well, the other thing, I mean, knowing what we know now about the future or whatever, where he came from a future where this explosion didn't happen.
Yeah.
Okay.
It happened.
So my question, I'm sorry, what?
It happened. It was a different way, though.
Right,
Remember,
yeah.
he
Yeah.
actually made the
So,
particle
like,
collider
all those
in
metahumans
the future.
also happened with that other explosion.
Well, we don't know, but like I think what they're trying to do is make it plausible to have a younger Barry Allen
Mhm.
as a Flash, because in the comics, in the original comics, he's a young adult professional.
Okay.
He's more like 30, 35-ish in the comic book,
Yeah.
actually, when it starts
Yeah.
out. He's very well established, about to get married, about that, you know, everything was kind of already in line for him then. I think that in the New 52,
Yeah.
which was referenced back in 2010, 2011 this happened, I guess? 2011, I guess. When they rebooted everything, they made Barry Allen much younger.
Yeah.
And they, you know, for the most part, try to keep him from that whole marriage thing. They're trying to keep everyone from being married.
Yeah.
Right.
Which makes, I mean, I guess it makes sense in some ways.
Okay. And so now we're at Barry Allen's going to rush over into his crossover
Oh, right.
to the Green Arrow, where everything is way darker.
Starling, or Star City now, as it's now known as.
Mm-hmm.
Thanks to a certain
And so this is before season 3 for Green Arrow like got kicked off, and so I thought
it was right around the same time, I thought.
I think maybe they started at the same time, but season 3
premiered
really
at the same time, I think,
underway. Is what I'm trying to say. So
Okay, I got what you mean, yeah.
So how did they know each other before?
oh, there was actually a kind of a backdoor pilot.
Yeah.
Season 2.
Oh my gosh.
Green Arrow,
We've
where
seen
they actually he actually as a forensic scientist came over to Starling
Oh,
and kind of like backed
Boy.
his way into finding out about Arrow and
I
stuff like
see.
that. And that's before he even like
Boy.
got beaten up or whatever by the storm or whatever,
Okay.
his power. So he knows him. So he's rushing to him for advice because, as Devin so rightly said, he's got dumped by his father figures.
Right.
So he's trying. It's what you should do, kids. If you're ever in trouble, just keep on asking for advice until you get the advice you want.
Uh-huh.
So that's
He's
pretty.
got up here. You know, he's finding someone who's on the same level as he is and who
Right.
could possibly be something that he wants to possibly pursue. He wants to see, is this the right decision for me? This is what I should be doing.
Right.
And, you know, Oliver has a good idea about who he is already and knows him pretty well and knows what he's capable of. He saved his life.
Right.
He helped them in a crazy way back in the crossover, which is, as you just mentioned, the backdoor pilot.
Right.
When Barry appeared, he helped them in a number of ways, forensic-wise, everything. And I think, the Arrow fight Grundy, right?
Right.
He fought Solomon Grundy during that whole crossover. So yeah, it was pretty sweet.
Yeah.
Pretty happy to see that.
So I guess
we're back to commercials.
Yes, I am too. I am.
we're back to Hepatitis C.
At the MGM Grand. Get some, get some party and go.
Your commercials are way cooler than our commercials.
I like your commercials better.
Yeah, let's come to your place. Let's watch your.
And now I'm back to the show actually already.
Wow. No, ours is going to be a full minute of commercials.
Wow. They got her boning you guys.
Well, this whole lecture, yeah, we had to gosh, it's been so long since a film class where we discussed this, but we watched a series of films where that happened, and it's usually sets of 3.
What?
You get lectured by 3 different.
Yeah.
We're calling them father figures here, but
Yeah.
I would say authority figures in general.
Yeah.
And the protagonist has to make sense of the 3, figure out his own way, but taking in the 3 voices or whatever
Right.
perspectives.
Yeah.
He or she.
So it's the third one. He's got a chick.
I thought the third one was Arrow.
Yeah, third one's Arrow. Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, and so it's kind of weird because Arrow usually doesn't want anyone to do vigilante stuff, but he was like, "Hey, Barry, whatever. Yeah, you should do it."
Well, I mean, this is obviously because back in season 3 of it, he was softening up.
Yeah.
He's becoming more willing to let people help him. And that's kind of what that whole season was really about, I think, at least in the beginning.
Okay, we're back.
Yeah.
Okay.
All right. So they're talking about a map of Cisco and Caitlin and
Metahumans have been busy. No, I'm not blaming you. I know you didn't want any of this to happen.
so he's trying to plead them to help him capture Weather Wizard.
Pretty much, and anyone else like him, pretty much. This is obviously, you know, he has a big stack of probably cold cases or things that have gone on. Like,
Cisco's so excited. Look what I made!
I made a shoot.
And you can see what I mean, though. There's like elements of it that are already kind of there that say Flash. Which doesn't really make sense to me if it's supposed to be a firefighter's, you know, unless he was already modifying it in anticipation of, you know, Barry becoming or, you know, wanting to do this. Which, I mean, hey, you never know.
Hey, Devin, they only have an hour for a pilot.
True. But I mean, Cisco also has that ability to see alternate timelines, and maybe he saw alternate timeline where shit got made, and he saw it. He's like, "Whoa, that shit looks cool," and he made it. Sorry, guys, for cursing. We bleeped that out, right?
Oh, man.
Okay. Cisco got his cue moment. Look what I made.
I made this for class. We're back in the barn.
Yep. Golly. Hey.
This must be fun, man. Just go in there and just with your guns out, with your blanks.
I love how he just look all creepy and contorted, all nuts, looking all like,
yeah, it is kind of.
You got me, Chuckles.
Yeah, I got my cool haircut.
Got to replace Soul Calibur. Looks like that guy, a crazy guy who's all like the knives and stuff. I don't know if you guys replace well, like,
this is a band you might not have heard them called Nirvana.
I love how his hands move. He's like,
I have to wiggle my fingers in order for this to work. Sorry, it's like Bewitched in the nose thing.
Jazz lightning hands.
All right.
Lightning test.
Lose a partner like you just did 9 months ago, guys.
What?
Not the
boy. I'm looking at. He's just like.
I can make storms that are darker gray clouds.
Giant dust bunny.
I'm wondering though, what is his end game here though? Like, what's he trying to accomplish? He's trying to like get money, ransom. He didn't say anything. He just starts making a big ass storm for no reason. Like, he has no brain. That's what I'm saying. He's just a doofus.
He's just walking to his car.
A big ass storm, but what's the point?
It's not like you can't shoot through the wind and like a bullet.
Oh, and that was just such a sweet moment right there.
Right.
Just out of midair. I love how they didn't like slow it down. They did it full speed. It was just like zoosh. Like, oh. In fact, I love how they don't use like slow motion, overuse it at least, in my opinion, in this show.
Yeah.
Great combination of just real time, quote unquote.
Yeah.
And you know, slow motion, but it's not like overused and overdone and like Matrix style or anything crazy. Yeah. Although they have used a few scenes like that, but I mean, it makes sense in the context, of course.
And here you go, like Barry actually comes up with his own solution.
Which he is getting from Superman 2.
Yeah, Superman 2. He's actually like run around the counterclockwise of the storm and not only like stop the storm, but go back in time.
That's right. And he'll go and get Lois out of the ditch. It'll be awesome.
Yes. Yes. I haven't seen those Donner films in so long.
Right.
And
well, you know what we saw the other day, speaking of Superman, Somewhere in Time, the one with him and James Seymour.
Christopher Reeve, yeah.
Christopher Reeve and James Seymour.
Oh, yeah. Okay.
Oh, my God.
Yeah.
That was a total weird.
Well, do you know who Donner's assistant was?
Huh?
Jeff Johns.
Jeff Johns.
Oh, hey.
Yeah, Jeff Johns was assistant.
Jeff Johns is obviously the seminal creator. We talk about him a lot on this show. He basically gave Wally West legs. Well, more legs.
More legs.
Faster legs? What? I don't know. Yeah.
The fastest legs alive.
Yeah, there you go.
Yeah.
Kenyan legs.
And then we're getting more shots of how cool the Weather Wizard is. And then
so emo.
No, now run, Barry, run. That is just like
Forrest, run.
I know, but it's like so iconic.
Yes.
Especially when later on he like mirrors it.
That was a good scene.
Yes, it is. The guy's like, what?
You see what I mean, though? This suit is very much a Flash costume without the only thing missing is the patch, the lightning on the belt. Like everything about it is like, okay, you're Flash.
Yeah.
Lightning bolts. I mean, ears already. Come on, dude. What's going on with this? Please leave them off.
Joe was seeing this.
Oh, but our monitor conveniently shows like unraveling of things.
Right.
Of the currents.
That's what the Weather Wizard's saying right there.
Emo you. He should be like a total nerd with a propeller beanie after
I love
this.
his accent though. That southern accent is awesome.
Yeah.
Yeah, and so Weather Wizard's just like, dude, what happened? Well, I could just shoot you. I don't have to like make a storm. I could just like shoot you, which is like you should have done like 2 minutes ago. Like,
It's obviously the beginning of Barry Love Affair having his mask off at any given moment, at any time he can take a chance to. Mask off.
Oops.
yeah.
Mask off. Mask always off. Why is your mask always off, Barry Allen?
We did it. As this looks.
Uh-huh.
Oh man, I like how your hair is always. His hair is always awesome when the mask is off. Like even though it's been squished down.
Yeah.
We're back to bipolar medicine commercial.
Yes, I am watching a people play awesome sports again. This one's breakdancing. Oh, backflips, front flips.
Wow.
Your commercials are cooler than ours.
Yeah, he's like breakdancing over a jump rope, double dutch style.
We need to move to New York
Yeah.
just for cooler commercials.
Oh man.
Ow! Don't mind me. It's really. Oh, Old Navy. Actually, really?
Hey,
Old
man.
Navy commercial.
I think these targeted commercials work. I don't know.
Ow!
It's doing things for you.
I'm feeling
I'm feeling the
the groove.
groove. All
Are you
the
back yet?
Oh,
Are you
man.
back yet?
No, we still have about half a minute.
Yeah, we've got the super long bipolar depression.
We really need some mental pills, apparently.
Yes.
This is hilarious. I don't understand how it's so like crazy.
This is time passing.
What's going on?
Yeah.
I
That's
either
a word.
laugh or cry with all of these
I
mental
mean,
health commercials on.
Yeah, man, they packed a lot of stuff in this hour.
Yes, they did.
I'm actually like, it was a really competently done episode.
Uh-huh. And the exposition doesn't feel, I mean, yeah, there's always going to be a lot of exposition at the beginning, but it doesn't feel as stilted as
Or
a
rushed.
lot of pilots.
Overdone,
Yeah.
really
Yeah.
either. You're not trying to cram stuff in. It's coming across organically.
Oh, you're started. We're at the barn scene. We have people pointing at the barn. And then Joe's got to deal with his, like, what he saw.
What you can do.
What can you do?
Brother? Was it the lightning bolt? Oh, I love Joe. I love his receding hairline too. It's so sweet. Love how they hide it later on in the flashbacks too with the hat.
And I called you crazy.
And I called you crazy. Dude, you really is crazy.
And this will get the whole, like, don't tell Iris anything.
Yeah, let's keep Iris in the dark because
And
it'll
the
be
lies begin.
We need to keep this as a wedge issue the entire
That's right.
season.
But you know, one thing is funny I mentioned before is that Joe is really a master. Well, I don't say master. He kind of sucks at it actually. But he's a manipulator. Like he was manipulating everyone, just like Wells was. He may have been
Right.
more altruistic in his motives, but for the most part, he was manipulating everyone. And
Yeah.
when everything blew up was because he was keeping everyone in the dark. He's like, "Oh, keep Iris out of this, keep Iris out of that. We're bringing everyone else in, but Iris."
Right. Well, I think it's also because he was kind of captive to how the season progressed in terms of the studio only releasing like additional episodes and not the full season at once.
Mhm.
So they had to have someone kind of can't get too far until the studio agrees the whole season. So I'm looking forward to what they happen with the second season because I feel like they'll have the freedom to do almost anything they wanted to do, like that they couldn't do with just by having a pilot and then get the green light to do a couple more seasons. So I think we'll see more of a bigger, grander arc things. And so that's my hope. Anyway, that's what do you think? Is that crazy?
First off, I want to make sure we mention that we have John Wesley Shipp, the original
Oh yes.
Flash, on screen right now, talking to the current Flash, Grant Gustin. It's pretty seminal moment, pretty insane to watch these guys just like,
Yeah.
and they play off each other so naturally. It doesn't come across as really hokey or sad or really ridiculous. Well, it comes across a little sad, but not
Well,
like.
I think it goes to the credit of actually surrounding the central character of Flash around just a really good bunch of actors.
Mhm,
I I think everyone's a really strong actor. Cisco comes off natural, you know.
Yeah.
Detective Pretty Boy, he's really good. You know, it's, you know, I think everyone is really strong who surrounds the cast, and you really need that. So
yeah, I mean, even given like Iris's shortcomings early on, it's obvious that it's not due to her lackings of or failings of as an actress or anything. It's more due just the fact that she wasn't really meant to be anything until later on. They were kind of building that up there, getting her to, you know, be to a point to where we could accept her as, you know, a plausible, you know, person in this whole thing, instead of just like shooting her in somewhere.
Right.
I really appreciate the time and effort they're taking to craft this universe and make sure that there's no real hang-ups or crazy, you know. Everyone is really consistent.
Right.
I appreciate that. It's not, no one really comes out of left field or ridiculously over the top. Everyone comes across as naturally, you know, doing what they would normally do.
Right.
So I appreciate that.
Yeah.
And I appreciate this. I've watched this at least 200 times.
Yeah.
I can't lie. Like, I've watched it like so many times. I watched it when it leaked.
Yeah.
And I've had it on my flash drive. I've had it on my everything. And I've watched it a million times over. I love this.
I totally forgot about it leaking.
Yeah.
I completely forgot about that until you said it just now.
Yeah.
What?
That it leaked.
First episode leaked.
Oh, yeah. Yeah. Well, they leak everything now. It's just the way that they get the hype going.
Yeah.
Which makes sense.
Uh-oh, and then we get the reveal at the end.
Dun, dun, dun. But what does it mean?
Yeah, I think they could have done without this reveal in the pilot. You know, they put this in the second episode.
Yeah.
And I was
like this was really kind of whetting our appetites, though, because it was showing us really what so much to come, and never really embracing the Flash mythos. That's what I really think this does. It cements that idea that we're going to see more Flash-like things.
Mm-hmm.
And this right here is complete evidence, boom, of like something, you know, just something awesome. Like this whole thing.
Right.
It's my birthday. Yay! I'm gonna be what, 40 years old then. Good Lord. Struck by lightning.
And there you go.
Yeah.
That's it. You get credits.
Woohoo!
That was phenomenal. I can't say it enough. Seeing the Flash on television again is amazing. Amazing.
Yeah, I haven't seen that episode since pretty much since we saw it the first time on TV. So yeah, it's pretty nice.
I wish we had a chance to watch the lead-in though, the backdoor pilot of Arrow before this went on. But going back to what you're saying about the second season, hoping that it's, you know, they continue their. I feel like Arrow season 2 was the height of Arrow. Period.
Yeah.
The Flash season 2 being wow. Like,
yeah.
Blowing our minds. Just and especially since they've proven that they can do all these things on television and people will accept it and take it seriously.
Right.
Right. And also like people didn't like season 3 of Arrow that much from what I gathered, but I felt like just from looking at the credits, I mean a lot of the writers and a lot of the crew and that got promoted to write episodes for the Flash. I feel like there might have been they might have been stretched too thin across Arrow and the Flash.
Yeah.
So for season 3 of Arrow and for Flash, just make Flash work. So I'm hoping with the break they can actually start fresh and actually make it good, because I mean in fact Arrow 3 ended season 3 season 3 ended almost like a reboot at the end, because like he's Arrow's happy at the end, whatever, driving the sunset. So it can also just be like a different show altogether. But yeah, so I feel like Arrow and Flash, I mean I think they're dare I say poised to make a good run this season. So
I'll also mention one thing though about Arrow though real quick. As far as like the whole progression in season 3 goes, some criticisms are valid. I think overall, especially when it talks about how it's a little uneven. But as the showrunners have said, it was all about a whole rebirth process, as you mentioned. It's like almost like a reboot. So it's taking him to these extremes, taking him to these levels, and then basically saying, "Hey, here you go. This is what we have." I think it really is leading into, hopefully, calling himself the Green Arrow. You may call it lame, but I don't care. It sounds
whatever.
I don't even care. Embrace it. Embrace your destiny, Oliver Queen. You're no longer the Arrow.
Right.
Or now, Green Arrow. He's an Arrowmobile. He's an Arrow car.
Yeah. So obviously, if you haven't picked up on it yet, I think everybody who's a fan knows that the CW is replaying the entire series from the beginning, all summer long. So we'll be able to come back and see you guys as we talk about the episodes that we haven't watched yet.
Yeah.
But also something that's always interesting to me that kind of came up earlier is I'm always interested in, I think they've got a wonderful cast, and I'm always curious for what other things that they've been in. And so especially learning so much about the actor who plays Joe, I was like, well, I started kind of checking into the other characters. And actually I stumbled across a preview the other day for a movie that Danielle Pennebaker, who plays Caitlin, is in, called Time Lapse, and it is out this summer in theaters. But summer theater time is like blockbuster time.
If you're not shooting dinosaurs,
right? Exactly. So maybe at a theater near you, but it's kind of a small, more of an indie release movie that's about a weird kind of suspenseful time travel thing with her and her roommates. So I imagine just because of the way the summer theater season is, it'll probably end up on pay-per-view pretty soon. But it's rated really highly on Rotten Tomatoes. It's a 75, which is very good. And anyway, it just looks like an interesting movie if you are interested in that actress. And she's got a really long IMDb profile too. Yeah. So
a lot of work.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That paid a bill somehow.
Yeah.
There's health insurance going on there. You gotta make sure you take care of yourself.
That's right. There you go.
Paycheck coming in.
Yeah. Gotta make it rain.
That lifestyle.
Yeah.
Cool. Awesome. So
what do you guys overall? I want to start something actually. I want to say something. I want to say let's start like a grading system. Everyone should give it a grade.
Oh boy.
A grade. To be like, hey, what do you think of the pilot of The Flash? Like,
I give it 5 lightning bolts out of 5.
5 out of 5. Out of 5.
Yeah.
I agree with that. It is a well-crafted episode. I think there are a lot of hands on this episode to make it work.
And a whole lot of expectations too.
Right, yeah.
I think that, it may be unfairly so, because not only do you have network expectations, but comic book fans are demanding and detail-oriented. And so it's very hard, I think, to make something that pleases them in addition to like pleasing a network or pleasing advertisers.
Right. And it's the right superhero too, because I mean, it's like back in the 90s, it was really hard to do like the cost for special effects, But now I think it's cheaper, and then as they learn how to do the show, it's going to be cheaper for them to do special effects. I hope they'll still continue to push the boundary with some villains like the Grodd. I think they kind of like squeezed as much juice as they could, the CGI of Grodd for season 1. So, but yeah, I just think I think it was just a well executed pilot. I mean, even if you don't like superheroes or not, I mean, I don't want to seem like, hey, it was 5 stars out of 5, it's awesome, and seem biased, because there's plenty of episodes that we just tanked on because they were so bad. So,
we're fair. We're fair and we're balanced, I feel like.
Yeah.
I will also give it 5 lightning bolts out of 5 lightning bolts. I genuinely enjoyed it. I thought it was a fantastic experience. I was on the edge of my seat the entire time waiting to see what would happen next.
Yeah.
I love the costume. I feel like it's one of the better interpretations, I feel like, when it comes to translation and logical translation. A few beats I feel like could definitely be improved on, but I think we'll see that in season 2, as evidenced by newspaper and the lighter color, and obviously other things. I don't want to spoil too crazy much, as I spoiled a lot earlier. Sorry, guys. But honestly, you've watched it already, so. Anyways.
I'm kidding. But obviously you must have loved it if you watched it 200 times as well. So I think that.
And I compare it to the first pilot too. It's just so interesting seeing how far they've come. Because I mean, as you mentioned, The Flash was a very expensive show. It was actually the most expensive show produced at its time.
Right.
On television. So that was a big factor in whether it was continue on to a season 1 as well as rating other things as well.
And also like
it's just so awesome, and seeing it come full circle with John Wesley Shipp coming back and interesting stuff.
I will say like the pilot was also for 90s was also well received as well. It was actually I think it's probably one of the better episodes of the whole entire run the '90s Flash. So,
mhm.
but yeah,
Go that far. There's a lot of jelly in them donuts, man. A lot of jelly in them donuts.
yeah,
Jelly in them donuts, man. You gotta dig deep though. You gotta like do a little bit of cake part, and then there's a little bit of jelly hanging out in the corner. Hey, or custard though. Actually, I remember custard to do. Actually, custard's more my thing. Custard.
Yeah.
But yeah, still, yeah.
That works.
all right, cool. I think we should just wrap it up.
I think so too.
Okay, so this has been Talking After the Show. We actually really did talk after the show because it's.
And we're talking way after the show.
Yeah, that show aired like a long time ago, but yeah. So I am Christopher Schmidt at Teleject on Twitter, and you are.
I'm Ari Styles. I'm at ARI4NNE on Twitter.
And
I am Devin the Flash Johnson. You can find me at Flash Johnson on Twitter or at fastestfanalive.com.
Cool.
Beautiful.
Awesome. And we'll catch you the next season, episode 2 of The Flash. Next time.
It's actually already on Hulu. We'll just well, sorry, copyright Hulu. And hop on there later.
All right. Bye.
Take it easy. Have a good night.